All right. Well, let's make sure everyone here knows that we are here for educational purposes only, that MT4 Professional and Resilient Traders are not investment advisories, providers or service, but we cannot give you any specific trade advice. You need to make sure you understand the risks involved in trading in futures, stocks, forex. There's potentially large reward, but there's also potentially large risk. So make sure you understand that. And don't trade in markets that you cannot afford to lose in. Past performance is not indicative of future results, so make sure you get advice from a competent financial advisor before you start investing in any of these markets. Said, I am Randy Lindsay. I am the trade coach and operations director here at MT4 Professional. Joining me in the background is our product development director and technology guru, Claudio Cardinale. He is running the videos in the back and making sure that we're streaming live on Facebook. So we want to make sure that everything's going well. And that's why Claudio does it, because he does everything well. And he's the brains and brawn behind MT4 Professional. So we want to make sure that you understand that. So today's presentation, we're going to be talking about a market scanner, why you need a market scanner, what MT4 Professional is and what it's all about. And I'll give you a very good live demonstration of what a live true market scanner on the MT4 platform is all about. And of course, I'll always make a very special offer at the end of today's presentation for everyone who joins my webinar. And all during the presentation, you'll also be able to ask and get answers to all of your questions. So what is a scanner? What is MT4 Professional? So let's look at the number of Forex pairs, CFDs that are available on MT4 or MT5 for that matter. You got 50 different pairs, 20 CFDs, 9 different time frames on MT4. That's more than 630 different combinations. Do you really think that you can check and manually find all the trades through every one of those pairs? Can you scan those on your own and not miss anything? I dare say that you can't. Most people can't, unless you're a savant or something. But usually, most people are daunted and usually miss a lot of opportunities because you just can't. You simply can't scan that many pairs for setups that meet your criteria. So trading on different instruments in today's market is very important because it makes trading profitable. In fact, trading uncorrelated instruments is a way to remove uncertainty and diversify your portfolio. So a perfect tool for an environment like that is a market scanner. A market scanner, it's something that automatically will go out and scan the market for you, matching your symbols, your time frames, your indicators, your strategies. So it's really not a signal provider per se, but it's a tool that allows you to analyze the strategies that you want to do and using any of the indicators that you want to use. One simple example I want to go across is the cross of two moving averages. It's very common to see a bullish cross, which is we'll signify it as green, where the fast moving average moves over the slow moving average, or a bearish cross where the fast moving average moves under the slow moving average. So if you had an instrument or a tool that could scan through all the different time frames or all the different instruments looking for a bullish cross and giving you an output that says it's bullish with a green signal or bearish with a red signal, that would be very useful, wouldn't it? I think that it would. You can see the example over here on the right of something like that, where you have all of your symbols, whatever time frames that you select, and then you get either a bullish or a bearish indication on that time frame for that symbol. Looking at that, you can very quickly do your own type of very smart analysis, saying that, okay, the uh, these instruments here are bearish on the short term, but they're bullish on the long term. These are bearish on the long term. Some are bullish, but some are also bearish. So it's a really good tool for you as an analyst to look at the markets from a trade perspective. So you're not spending all of your time trying to do the actual work, but you're spending most of your time on actually identifying the trades and making your move. That's what the scanner is all about. Now, why do we use multiple time frames? Well, trading with multiple time frames gives you a higher probability of a profitable trade, and it lowers the risk in the trade. This is due to correlation. If you're trading in the direction of the longer term trend, then you're correlating the shorter time frames with your longer time frame. If you look at the charts here, you can see that the 15-minute overall envelope trades in the direction of the 4 hour, but you can see there's a lot of chop and noise in that 15-minute. The same with the hourly. You're going to be seeing the ups, but notice that all of the up moves are all longer in duration than the down corrective moves because they're smoothed by the longer term trend. So if you're trading in the direction of the longer term trend, then you're going to have a higher probability of success in your trades and a lower probability that you're going to be caught trading against the big trend. Right? So if we had a market scanner that could do that for us, that could search the longer term trends and look for the setups based on our rules and verify those trades based upon the direction of the longer trend, that would be an extremely valuable tool also, don't you think? So the problem was that on MT4 or MT5, there just wasn't a market scanner available. We looked around and we just really couldn't find anything that met our criteria. They were either too complex to configure, which meant, yeah, you had to be a programmer in order to use them. They were either unstable or just a single tool that really wasn't integrated with the whole system. A lot of them were just incompatible with a lot of the indicators, and you just couldn't really use them for what strategies that you specifically wanted to use it for. There are a lot of other issues, but what we wanted to do is come up with something that worked. And so what we ended up doing is creating one ourselves. We got together and decided to create MT4 Professional for our own daily trading. It is now the #1 market scanner on MT4 and MT5, and it's a tool that allows you to instantly scan the entire market for setups that match your unique rules. When you find a good setup on MT4 Professional, it allows you to enhance your technical analysis with multiple time frame analysis also. There's a lot more that we put into it as well, but stay tuned and I'll be able to show that to you here in just a minute. But first, let's run through a quick poll. I want to find out what you specifically need or want to have with a scanner. How would a scanner benefit you the most? Now, I told you how it benefited me, but how's it going to benefit you? Less risk in missing trades, less time wasted searching for trade setups, a better chance at finding high probability trades. I could answer all of these, but just find the one that best meets your criteria. Click and hit enter. And as soon as a certain number of our guests vote, then Claudio will stop the poll and give us the results and we can move on. So don't be shy to vote. Thank you. All right. 53% said a better chance of finding high probability trades. That's the majority of the class today, so I can see how that would definitely be a benefit right there. Everybody wants to be in the best trades possible. You don't want to waste time, of course. You don't want to miss anything. A few people don't know. That's okay too. You got to start off somewhere. Okay, so let's go to the next poll. Actually, there's not none of the poll. Let's just go right into the demonstration then. I thought we had one more poll there. I guess we do. All right. Which scanner configuration most interests you? Huh. Well, I haven't really gotten into that, but there are some with regards to direction. Is it an EMA and price? Is it a MACD and signal? Are you looking at alligators? Do you like moving averages, crosses of moving average, or combinations, which is the other? An EMA is an exponential moving average, how it interacts with the price. MACD is moving average convergence divergence indicator. Alligator, it's three different moving averages interacting with each other. jaws, lips, and teeth. And we already kind of gone over that one. Once we get the results of that poll, then we'll go right into the moving average crossover. And the EMA and price look like they're pretty tied. All right. Well, I'll spend some good time on those to show you exactly how those are done. So thank you for your response. So let me pull up my MT4 platform, and I have MT4 Professional set up and ready to go. If you subscribe already, then you already know this, but for those of you who are brand new and don't know, then whenever you launch MT4 Professional on your MT4 platform, then you'll get a screen that looks just like this with a select configuration button. You select that, and it gives you a choice of pulling up a configuration that will give you charts and scanner setups based upon your criteria. Now, when you first start with MT4 Professional, you'll see a bunch of presets that we make available for you right here. So these are all presets we give you right out of the bat. So all you have to do is just click on them and it automatically will load onto your screen. Alligators, default color examples, EMA and price, MACD, signal indications, indicator values printed on your scanner, multiple conditions, whether you've got longer or shorter terms, relative strength, reversals, alligators, there's your SMA cross. So there's a lot of already pre-configured information that's already there. So let's go ahead and pull up the EMA and price as the first one will load. The EMA and price is a tool which allows you to look at the interaction of an exponential moving average and the price on the chart. All right. Whenever the price closes below the exponential moving average, that's a bearish signal. We want to color our cell red. Whenever it closes above the exponential moving average, we know that it's bullish and it's trending up. And so we want to color our cells green. Okay, so anytime that you see that, notice the little blue crosshair that you see on the screen and notice how it syncs up with the longer time frames. This is a 15-minute. It's looking at a 30-minute and an hourly chart, but notice the crosshair aligns both price and time at any point so that you can see at any point in time how they align on your multiple time frames. Okay, so that's a very valuable tool, and it's very, very, very easy for you to use. It's not normally this easy on the platforms that, as you already know, MT4 and MT5. All right, so let's look over here at the configuration files. You can see that I have red or green boxes on each of my signals. So you can see that the symbols are represented here on the left. These are all the ones I'm scanning, and these are all the different time frames, 15, 30, and hourly. So it's going through and scanning all of the setups for the criteria I give it to tell me whether it's bullish or bearish. So the Euro US dollar is bullish for all three of my time frames. 15-minute, bullish. 30, bullish. Hour, bullish. You can see closes are much greater than the EMA. So that's very clear to see. You got some mixed signals on the Aussie New Zealand. So click one time on the symbol and it automatically changes all of your charts to the symbol of your choice. And it's just that easy. So you can see I've got a bearish signal here, but a bullish signal here. So bear, bear, bull. So that verifies the criteria that I'm looking for is being accurately represented on the scanner results. So if I were to go through this scanner and look at that, then if I select configuration and edit this scanner setup, then you can see that I have two panels. One allows me to set up my charts just the way that you see them now, the way that you want them. By clicking on it, you can see that you can set up the template to look exactly like the charts that you want. And you can even preload these setups with the templates that you want. So you can use any template you already have right now. All you have to do is just simply load it by clicking the plus sign, and then it takes you to your directory with all of the preset templates already there. Just select the one that you want to load up, and it automatically will load into MT4 Professional. Pick the time frame that you want so that it matches the charts, and then click OK, and then it will automatically go through and save. Click the Save button, and it will update the very next time that you use MT4 on these charts. On the left-hand side is the Scanner panel. Click on the Scanner panel, and you have a choice of editing your symbol list or the scanner itself. The symbol list is the easiest part. You just click on it to set up and identify your scanner list. You can see on the right, this is the same list that I have shown over here on the left, and I can add or delete them just by clicking the X's. I can delete any symbol, or I can click on any symbol on the left, hold the Shift key down, and I can select multiple ones, hold the Control key down, and I can get rid of ones that I don't specifically want. And I click OK, and then automatically will save that file. If you don't want to save the file, then don't click the Save button. Okay. To add the chart, just simply click the right arrow, and it will automatically add it to the chart. If there are duplicates, then it'll tell you that it's already there. Okay. Now let's go over to the scanner. The scanner is a tool that allows you to set up any time frame. So you can see I have 3 different time frames set up. I'm looking to see green for bullish, red for bearish, and then in this case, yellow is neutral. So by pulling this down, I can click the Edit button, and it will show me the criteria that I need in order to turn that cell color the color that it is. So the condition to make it green, I need for price to be greater than my EMA 15. That's an exponential, a moving average, which is exponential 15-period moving average. You can select this by clicking on the plus button and choosing an indicator. Here you have access to all of the default indicators on MT4 or MT5 by going through and looking at any of the trend indicators that you've got. In this case, it was a moving average. Use this indicator, set it up as a 15-period, and then select exponential. That way it's an exponential. I want to set up a 20-period exponential moving average just because I can. And now this has been changed to a price is greater than a 20 EMA, but I only wanted it to be a 15, so I'll just change it back to the 15. Notice I have a choice now of any of the indicators that I've set up, and I can choose from those. And notice that the drop-down menu on all the other panels automatically update with the same thing. So there's no programming involved. All you have to do is simply use the pull-down menus, configure the indicators just the way that you want them, and then click OK. I have a bullish condition here, a bearish condition here saying that price has to be less than this EMA. Of course, you can make it greater than, equal to, less than, or equal to, or not equal to. So, and you can also put a constant in if you wanted to input a constant value. Say, for example, you wanted it to be greater than a certain price point. Okay, so you can have your price less than or greater than that price point, and you have access to that as well. Okay, if this condition is met, it will turn the cell green and it will ignore the rest of the commands. If this condition is false, it will move to this condition because it's an OR statement. So it's going to take this one first, and then it's going to go to this one or this one. And then if that one's not true, then by default, it will color the cell yellow. Always give it a name, and this name can be any name you want to give it. Right now, I just called it a main CR, which is the main color rule. Any questions? I'll move over to the moving average cross if I don't have any questions on the EMA and price. Okay. Before I move on, I want to show you the live online scanner. If you pull up your mobile device, or if you pull up your tablet or your phone, and you pull up on your browser MT4Professional's user website, the members area, then you'll log into here, pull up the real-time scanner by clicking on it, and then select the account that you're currently running. MT4Professional links automatically to the account that you're running. Sometimes it hangs. I'm not sure. There it goes. All right. So you can see an exact copy of the platform that I'm running it on. My PC shows up right here on my mobile device, my laptop, my iPhone, whatever it might be. So you can see in real time, each one of these symbols are updating and displaying for me. So wherever I'm at, if I happen to leave my computer and go to the store or go out to eat, I can take MT4Professional with me and I'm always going to be up to date. If I see something that intrigues me, like the dollar yen just went green on the shorter term, which means it's either showing some pullback, correction, or weakness, or it might be turning and reversing. I want to look at that. So all I have to do is click on the dollar yen symbol here on my mobile device and notice the symbols on my PC when I do that. Click, and then it's going to take a snapshot. It changes the symbol, and it's going to take a snapshot and, sorry, and automatically print it on your mobile device to show you what the chart looks like right now. So you can see that the longer term trends are definitely down, but you can see the shorter term has already closed up. It's closed at just above that. So we're just starting to get a potential correction back up into the overall downward trend. Now, I would prefer to see this close above the EMA on the 30-minute chart. And if you can see the downtrend broken, then you can see there's a very good potential that there's a reversal play imminent. So this is a great setup, and it's a great way to look at the tools and to use them without having to be held hostage at your computer all the time. You have some freedom to get out and go about. If you see a trade set up that comes here through your signals, and the signals come through your notification panel here, or you can go through and by clicking on the settings menu here, you can go through and click on your notifications and identify the phone number that you want your push messages to go to, and it'll automatically alert you whenever there is an update on the screen here that meets your specific criteria. All right. And one last thing, if you click the edit button, and on the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see there's a little symbol. This is your share configuration. You click on this, and it enables you to share the configuration on your file with any other MT4Professional user on the network. So this is a very, very cool setup, and the configurations are all cloud-based, and they're all backed up by the cloud. So you can actually take these configurations with you wherever you go on any computer that you might be able to use. And you can share these with any of your trading friends and buddies at the same time so that everybody is on the same page and you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. Any configuration that you've set up, that you've spent time setting up, can be shared with any other user and vice versa. They can share theirs with you, just like that. Very simple and very easy to do. All right, let's look for the moving average cross. There we go. All right, this is an example that shows two moving averages. In this case, we have I think it's a 15 period exponential. Let me pull up my indicator list. It's not displaying here. 15, simple moving average, and a 30. So we're looking at the cross of a 15 and a 30. The idea is that when the 15 crosses the 30, I want to see green, which is bullish. If this 15 goes below the 30, then that's bearish, and I want to see red. So anytime you see those crosses, that's what I want to see. So in this case, I should see bullish on the 5. I should see the start of a bearish because it just crossed right here. No, actually the red's on top. I'm sorry. I got confused. So this should be bullish. This is bullish. This is bullish. and this is bearish. So you can see it hasn't crossed yet. So you got a bull, 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 bear, bull, 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 bear. Another one that you'd want to be seeing would be potential changes here, like the euro yen. You've got bear, 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 bull, or in this case, bull, 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 bear again. And these are kind of halfway. So you can see the crossover that you're looking for. Looking at the configuration for this, the rules that we would use in order to configure this, we pull up on the scanner. And I'm looking for the 1530 cross to determine the color of the box that we're using. Click on the edit button, and you can see that I have set up a 15-period simple moving average. I want it to be greater than my 30 moving average, just like I showed you right here. If that's the case, I want that cell to be colored green. If it's less than, I want it to be colored red. If neither one of these are true, by default, it will be yellow. It's either going to be greater than, it's only very rarely are they going to be exactly equal, greater than or less than. And you, of course, if you don't really care, then you can make it greater than or equal to. And that way you don't ever have to worry about any default colors at all. All right, so bullish or bearish condition. Very simple crossover, very simple setup. It's exact same setup that we did on the price and moving average. And now if you wanted to combine any of these configurations into something a little more complex, like for example, here's a MACD. Here I have a MACD and the EMA and price. So I've combined the MACD signal and histogram with the price and moving average crossover. So if we look at the configuration file for this, I'm looking for a strong signal, which I've defined as strong signal being a strong bullish signal is when my MACD, and which MACD is it? It's my signal line. The signal line is the red line right there. And the histogram is just the base indicator. So you've got both of those tools available to you. So right now my signal line has to be greater than the base indicator line. And in this case, I'll show you it's the base indicator. So if the signal line is greater than the base indicator, and not or, that means and, so both of these have to be true. And the close of price, this closing price bar is less than the EMA 15. That is a strong condition that tells me I'm very bearish. Vice versa, okay, if my signal is less than my MACD, like right here, and the close is greater than the EMA 15, which is like you see right here, then I would say that's a bullish condition. So I'd want to see a green panel. As you can see, it's bullish on the 15 and the 30. And so these conditions can be applied to any time frame. So notice that I have a 15 and a 30 set up. If I wanted to add one more time frame, all I have to do is just click the plus sign here. Notice that it gives me a brand new window. I change my time frame to the time frame that I specifically want. I select the color rule, and notice I only have one color rule defined, so I just simply turn it on, and that's all you need to do. You've got 3 time frame analysis right now, 15, 30, and hour, set up just like that, because you've already defined your color rule. All you have to do is apply it to the pane that has the time frame that you want. Are there any questions? Are there any specific examples that you'd like me to show you using the platform? Or any particular setups that you wanted me to do a little bit of analysis on to tell you my view on the market and what we think of that? It's very easy to do. And any of the indicators that you have, whether they are base indicators or if they're custom indicators that you've developed, MT4Professional can interface with those without any issues. No, well, the setups will not work in Interactive Broker. They will only work on MT4 or MT5. Now, if Interactive Broker is linked to your MT4 or MT5 platform, then of course, because they just provide the data, but it will not work on their platform. It only works on MT4 or MT5. You're welcome. Yeah, a lot of people are using Interactive Brokers with MT4, so that setup works. You're just looking at whatever broker you have driving your data behind the platform. Are there other questions? Anything specific to the scan or to the platform itself? The features, how easy it is to use, the symbol integration. If you find that the scanner's running a little bit too fast for your slow computer, then there's a little button right here that allows you to adjust the speed of the scanner. You can go slow, medium, or fast. So you can adjust that. If you have prefix or postfix data, so your symbols have a suffix or a prefix attached to it, then you can simply update the instance settings here, and it will automatically change it on all of your symbol lists. If you don't like the crosshair on the screen, you can always enable or disable it or change the color. And this camera button that you see here allows you to take a cloud snapshot. So what that does is it takes a screenshot of the entire screen and it saves it on the web to your members area. So if you look under snapshots here, then it will give you a list of all of the snapshots that you have where you can place tags on them, you can make them public or private, and you even get a link that enables you to share that with anybody else that you want to share it with. Or you can take the link and make it public on any file that you've made public on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to, StockTwits, wherever you want to share your data. Then you're able to do it, and we make the link very easy for you to share. All right. Other questions? Otherwise, I'll go back to my presentation and give you a very special offer. Okay. Let's go through a quick poll and I'll go right into the offer. So, of the features I just demonstrated, which do you like the best? The fact that a single click integration of all your charts, the scanner, of course, my rules, my way, the Advanced Traders Network, ability to get everybody on the same page at the same time by sharing data. The fact that it's mobile and you can take it anywhere and you're not tied down to your computer. The ease of using multiple technical analysis, multiple time frame technical analysis, or even setting it up and using the software. Which of those do you find best meets your needs? Thank you for your responses. We appreciate it. All right, the scanner, of course, my rules, my way. 57% of our audience said the scanner, of course, is what they liked the best. The ability to single-click integration on the charts and very easily do technical analysis, that's a very nice feature, which it's just so clunky on regular MP4. So we've really made things, brought things up a notch and made it a much more professional platform. Awesome. And there's one more poll. We could go through that. In the if you're currently using MT4 Professional, do you love it? If you're not currently using it, you just haven't had time to try it. We just want to know why. You're not using it, but you want to know more. You're not sure if you need it, or you're just not interested at this time. I absolutely love it. I just I won't use MT4 without it. I've gotten so used to it. The integration, the click, the ease of use, the scanner capability. It just feels pretty ancient if I go back to just regular MT4. All right. 2/3 of the people here are already using it and absolutely love it. So thank you very much for the feedback. A few people haven't had time to try it yet. It's okay. So we thank you for your feedback and your time. So for now, I want to make a very special offer for those of you who are here who aren't quite using MT4 Professional yet. So MT4 Professional right now, we have a monthly offering. The total value that we present for the full featured MT4 or MT5 software, access to our Skype community, unlimited configurations and storage on the cloud, pre-configured presets already laid out for you. It's a real value of about $2,300, but you're not going to be paying $2,300. We've established the price to be $194 a month based upon the current value and the market. But for the offer today, I'm going to cut that in half and I'll offer it to you for $97 a month. This is a lifetime discount. So once you subscribe, you won't have to worry about going back to the old price unless you cancel your subscription. But you hold on to it, then it stays discounted every month until you cancel. You get a 14-day free trial, absolutely free. Sign up for the access, get the 14 days without your credit card being charged. At the end of 14 days, it'll automatically charge to your card for your convenience. And you can cancel at any time before the trial ends, and your card will not be charged at all. Use the link mt4professional.com/trial. Claudio provided that in the chat box there, so just click on it and it'll get you to our trial page to allow you to sign up and get going right now with your very own copy of MT4 Professional on either MT4 or MT5. And of course, if you do have any questions or comments, then now's the time to ask them, or you can always come back in about 2 weeks for a continuation to ask more questions and answers, or you can always contact us at support@mt4professional.com. That's a direct way to contact us and get an email, and you'll always get a response back within 24 hours to any of the questions that you might have. Again, the offer for $97 a month is the link is mt4professional.com, and I'll pull back the platform for any last minute questions that you might have or anything you want me to demonstrate for you to help answer any of the questions that you might have. Since so many people here in the class already use MT4 Professional, it'd be great to hear some of your feedback or to get some examples, or if there's some areas that you need refinement on, just let me know and I'll be glad to demonstrate that for you. We still have a little time left in today's class to do that, so I'll be glad to do that. The notice that the individual cells are colored, and you can see the scanner moving across as it goes through and changes each one of these. You can output to the scanner the actual data from the scanner itself. So the indicator will give a particular output, like see the MACD right here. Notice the values that are printed on your screen right here. These are the outputs that the indicator provides. We can capture those and print it here on your scanner if you want to. You can do that by simply going to the scanner edit button, and in the box that says indicator to show, this allows you to select whatever indicator and it will output the value of the output onto the time frame that you have shown right here. See, so this one gives you the signal line value, the baseline value, the close value, or your 15 period EMA value. Any of those you can plot directly on your scanner and output. Now this is not required to print, but you can do that. And if you don't want to have the name M15 for like the time frame, by default it'll always print the time frame as the heading. You can put any name that you want to define the heading for that column by inputting something right here. This is very easy to use. The width of the screen, I kind of covered it up right here. So, but see the scanner width right here? This is controlled right here by the size. You can make it small, medium, or large, or have it automatically adjust to the size of your scanner. And if you want to be notified via SMS on your phone, then just tick this box right here and it will verify that your phone number is set up properly in the members area, and it will automatically start sending you SMS messages anytime you get a signal change on your color roll. Now be careful, because a lot of times this will start generating a lot of signals and it'll be sending you a lot of messages if you are on a very fast time frame. So make sure you understand your strategy and how quickly these boxes change, so that you're not getting 1,000 signals alerted to you every single hour. That would be a little annoying. All right, I'm not getting any other questions, so I assume that I've done a very good job and I've given you all the data that you needed, and that all of your questions have been answered. So again, if you haven't gotten started yet, MT4Professional.com/trial to get going. $97 a month for our special offer. And if you want to get a hold of us for any reason, then you can always contact us at support@MT4Professional.com. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I will see you at the same time in about 2 weeks. Bye for now.